taught. I'm getting really good at it. I've been playing for over 20 years. So I write my own songs, which I love to do. Got an anthology of Stephanie songs that no one's ever heard. But
So you have this
me.
anthology of all these Stephanie songs. When are we gonna hear them? When are you gonna go into the studio and record a song?
I
Boy's
would
calling
love
you
to.
out.
I would love to.
You know,
Calling you
That's
out.
what I was telling
She
you
said we
earlier.
could go. We're gonna go raw. Viewer discretion is advised. We're gonna, we're gonna
I
just.
heard that. Yeah.
That's one
You
of my
heard
big
it.
dreams. One of my big dreams was to go into the studio and record my own music, and I haven't done that yet, but I think I can do it.
It
I
ain't
know
never too
I
late.
know I can do it, but when the time is right, and
Here was something funny, Steph, because we've always had the female vocalists up front. We first started with the cruiser band. We got the cruiser band going real good in the horn section, etc. Then we switched over to the female groups. When we got out of that group, there's something that I did that, you're talking about a studio. I got with an all-female group.
oh wow,
I was the drummer, but went to the studio, did everything, got offered a big, huge record contract.
Nice.
But something happened, and it was back in the day where, I probably shouldn't even say it. I don't know, lesbian, gay. That wasn't.
Rainbow power.
Yeah, and they didn't want it to be exposed, and so they didn't want to sign.
Oh.
And so I was like, my mouth hung open, and I was like so distraught. So how
Aw.
fast you can get to something? I've never been to something that fast, and you want to do it,
Yeah.
but it never got there because of that problem.
Right.
And now it's like, okay, let's go do it again. But it's like, okay, bring our walkers out. Let's go do it.
I know. But you know what?
With you, it's
There's a
something.
line in a Whitney Houston song that says, "Hope is frail, but it's hard to kill," and that's what a lot of us musicians have is a hope. The hope never dies that we can keep doing it, and the hope I know it's never died in me, and I still love it with all my heart. It's my first love.
So all you need is a band, a rhythm section, a full horn section, some background singers. You on a 9-foot Steinway grand piano,
Bosendorf.
or a Borzendorfer, yeah, but those are kind of rare. I mean, we can get you in because no problem.
You set that up for me.
And set that up for you, and then we'll get busy and get it done.
Yeah.
I think our producer's here, and he's not liking what we're saying.
I know him. That's your son. But
So that would be, I mean, that's an obvious, and think of that. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's attainable. You can do something like that. That would be great.
Absolutely.
you
So
go.
who would you have as your background vocalists?
I would
Men and ladies, or just all female,
I'd
all
probably have a
combination of male,
couple
female,
of guys and a couple of girls.
and then do your songs, and
Yeah.
do the way you like to do it. Sit down at the piano and get after it.
We wrote a song together.
Yes. Now bring that back and redo it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
No,
That was
really,
a good
think of
song.
that was
a good song.
it was really good. I got so many compliments on that, and everybody's told me because I know a lot of people in this business, and a lot of people says, why don't you just redo that song
Yeah,
with the technology you have nowadays?
that
That
was
would.
crazy.
Let's make it happen, y'all.
My
Let's
hair was
make it
red back
happen.
then. My hair has been every color under the sun. And one time I dyed
So-
my hair with the box. Wait, this is a good story. I dyed my hair with the box dye, and I was on tour, and my hair was like ash brown or something, and the green lights above me shined down on my head, and my hair turned green on stage. I had green hair. It was awesome. Oh my God.
Okay, Steph. Okay, so let's stay with the bands.
Okay.
Okay, I like the green hair, but okay, so the clothing. How did you choose your clothing when you went out to perform?
I live to shop. Every penny that I earned singing,
Did you like the
turned
sequence, all the sequencing?
all whatever
hats,
was in style,
gloves?
hats. Yeah, I loved it. Loved it. I love to dress up, wear dresses, get all dolled up, and sing my heart out. It was the best time of my life.
So how come you're not?
Forget it.
How come you're not doing it? Just get back with it.
Because I'm old.
That's a really not very good
I'm just
excuse.
kidding. No, I don't.
Jesse was just telling us about Rod Stewart, right? How old is he?
70 years old today. I mean, people like that. Rod Stewart, Smokey Robinson, Diana Ross, they're all in their 70s,
But
still
come
going
on,
strong.
you guys.
But, your voice is
Oh,
probably
it's got
as
you up
good
against the wall,
as
Steph.
theirs. It's not,
Until you
if
walk
not
out of
better,
this one.
But come on, you guys know when you see Bruce Springsteen on
Oh,
TV or
oh,
whatever,
no,
See,
yeah.
he's
you're
terrible.
like, God, I wish I could go away.
Yeah.
It's funny you're saying that. I was saying that when he was on stage the other day. come on.
God.
But you know, like people,
That's what you were saying. I thought an old guy was going to interview me. Thank God. Jesse, see, you see
Yeah.
why you understand.
Hey, my mother-in-law used to say the world is for the young. And I'm not saying that we don't have a place here to perform or whatever, or have a venue.
Oh, but check it out,
there's
Steph.
always room for us, but
Yeah.
you know.
And your mom used to always come and bless me, say, "Go away, Henry," and put a sign of the cross on my head. I go, "I can't. I like Stephanie. Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Stephanie." So, you forgot about all those
Yeah,
good
I
times. I'm like,
did.
come on.
Henry threw a drumstick at me and
Oh,
Oh
dropped
yeah,
that
we
Let's
gotta
talk
talk
about
about
this.
that.
You gotta
man.
talk
You've been
about
bringing
this.
that up
Yeah.
ever since we've been promoting you. He's
Yeah.
been telling me the story, Steph.
It's
It's
the
about time we let people know,
the
man.
real deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's how it worked. Okay, so we had Stephanie up on stage, we're gonna do songs. Had the song list. All you musicians know, you draw out your song list, you go one after another, you crossfade them all together, make them sound all good.
The
So
medley.
Nice little medley. Yeah.
really, and we were doing a medley. I don't know if we were gonna do a medley or we were gonna do a song, and Steph turned around, looked at me, she goes, "No, let's do this song." I go, "I'm already into it." And she goes, "No," and she turns around. And of course, I'm a drummer. You can flick sticks. I flicked the stick, hit her in her back or bottom or wherever I hit it. Swack! She turned around, looked at me. She says, "Give me the."
It's all.
I still have the shirt where she burned the hole through me with her eyes.
But you still did the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But she goes, "You're gonna do my song after." Okay, sure.
So I think that's one of the challenges of being a female in a really male-dominated Denver musician group. You know that a lot of the men out there.
Especially
I-
male
I-
musicians. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just let it flow. We're on.
That's why I said viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, you can
Let
go
it
ahead.
free.
You always kind of feel like you're kind of in the background. Because a lot of them lead with their egos and they're so
I think
egotistical and
she's looking
driven.
at. She's looking at me. Well,
No,
Right.
they're so driven by their ego that they have to be the ones. You know.
Jesse, why she pointing?
You better
Well,
run.
we met this one guy, and I'm not gonna say who he was, but I nicknamed him Spamtana. And he was like one of these guys, he was he wanted to be in the bar, he wanted to be in front, he wanted to sing every single song, and it's like, dude, share the love with everybody else, give everyone else a chance to shine. We all get a chance to shine at one time or another, and give everybody their chance. There's room for all of us in this.
But one day I'm gonna get my chance, Jesse. You're leading the way.
Jesse's cool.
Yeah, Jesse's tight. One thing about Jesse, and I want to share that with you. Jess can flow, and that's what I like about him. When he's got a gift of gab. When he's ready to flow, we can give each other the eye and we get after it. We're doing
Get
that.
in the row,
Yeah, we're doing that interview with Larry Dunn. And he looks over at me because I was looking down. I looked up real quick just in time because he had just said what he had to say and looked at me and can't they take over her?
Cue.
Cue.
Saw my cue.
Yeah. And I was like delayed, because I'm an old viejito.
You gotta keep it going,
Yeah.
know.
But
That's what we do.
Jesse's on
We
point.
keep it flowing here,
So anyway, after I met my husband and we moved on in our musicianhood, we had our own band. We formed our own band.
What was the
called
name of that one?
The Mirage Band. And we played all over. We love that band. And that's where we got really close and we shared a lot of music together.
What was the combination of the group? Was it? Did you have any horns, keyboard? Tell us what you had in there.
Let's see. Let me think.
Who was
of the
all in
Mirage.
there?
Mirage Band. We had Skippy D on drums.
Oh man, Skippy could
Don't you love
flow.
him?
Whoa. And see, he's not noisy. He
He's
is
amazing.
right on point.
And we had Randy D. Herrera on sax.
Very good player.
We had Brad Burge on guitar. And we had Zach Pelock. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But Zach on drums he was really good. Pelock. Yeah, I think he went with Big Head Todd or something like that. But that was the Mirage Band. We had Sammy on congas. Oh, and then we had my cousin Ricky Socias, God rest his soul, rest in peace, cuz I love you, on congas, and he did percussion, and we just had a great chemistry together. And back then we practiced. I don't know what's going on with the bands today, like Funk Fido. What was that band's name? Anyway. People don't like to rehearse anymore. They give you the songs and say, hey, learn this song list. There's only 100 songs on it, and show up to the gig and let's, do all the songs without any rehearsal. And I think that's kind of weird.
No, anymore you need rehearsal. especially if you're
Right?
going to be playing bars or gigs every weekend or so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not throwing stones. I'm just saying, back in the day, we had the chemistry and we rehearsed, and the music was so important to us. We want to make sure we were on point with everything. And you have to develop that chemistry on stage and not just throw everything on stage all at the same time. Show up and hope the mix comes out right. Hope the sound man delivers. Hope that everybody learned the song to the T, like the record. And that's not how it goes. You have to have the chemistry and look at each other across the stage and go, okay, I know where they're going with that. You know, so rehearsal is important, people.
So what do you think of that, Jesse?
I agree. I
Do
couldn't
you?
agree more. I mean, like she said it on the point. Rehearsal is key.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to flow together with together as a band, then you might as well just go solo.
Right.
Because
So
there's no
and then
use
you
to
keep
being in a
looking at
band.
me. Why does everybody keep looking at me? You gotta go solo.
His poor performance. His poor
This has been a
preparation.
great time talking to Steph Sandoval here on KUHS Radio. We're brought to you by Gee Whiz Computers, and you can listen to us live at www.kuhsdenver.com. Anytime you want to get on there, got the latest and the greatest of the jams, some old school jams. We've got all types of genre up there. We've got, alternative music, rock. We've got a little bit of everything coming out your way. We even have local bands. Some of the local groups we've thrown up there, Palance Bradshaw. We've thrown up Sue Charles, such as music. Great Goodlow's music's up there. Then we feature them on, Denver's own 1 hour on Thursday, so you can always listen to them. And that's their own music. Man, some of that music is just really, really clean. And then Miss Vero's been really just getting
Miss
some good
Vero,
stuff.
shout out to her.
Miss Vero, I know.
Vero, young, roll your tongue.
Miss Vero.
Oh,
Vero.
there you
Yeah,
go. Good
I
arms,
shared.
Henry. Good job.
Yeah, I shared one of her recordings of was that Whitney Houston's.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I watched
absolutely.
that. That
Yep,
was
that
really
was one
great.
of my favorites.
She is on
Really
fire
great.
right now. She's pushing forward. She wants to get into the scheme of things in the proper way, and she's got all kinds of tools to do it with. And she did a separate video with all the different frames of using them as her background vocalist as she's doing the front side. That one was interesting too. Big shout out to you.
You can check her out with Mr. J and the Smooth Expressions. Moses Jones, shout out to him as well.
We had Moses Jones.
We had
know,
Moses in here.
and he was looking for female vocalists.
He's looking.
Moses, there's one sitting in here. If you're listening in, Mr. Moses Jones.
He was looking for some, and so was Chase. Chase from Chasing the Dream got his new band, Blackberry Jam, coming out.
Blackberry
and
Jam.
He's looking for a female vocalist too. So,
Yeah,
Chase, if
Blackberry
you're
Jam.
listening, we got it here. It's Miss
Yeah.
Stephanie Sandoval.
There's two of them, her and her daughter.
Yeah.
Her daughter also was into the American Idol thing,
Yeah,
right?
she tried out for American
Wow.
Idol, and she did really well. She's great. She has a beautiful voice.
See,
The
the
tone is gorgeous.
the thing about American Idol is they kind of have what they want to go after.
Yeah.
Then they pick some nonsense in there just so
Nonsense.
people can
Mhm.
make fun of it. So
Yeah.
that way
Exactly.
they can get some ratings.
That's what happened to her,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they got Jennifer Hudson on there acting like, oh, she ain't nothing, throw her off, and okay, so
Now
I
I'm
rest my
gonna-
case.
Yeah.
So this is what could happen. There's Denver bands, Denver musicians, Denver's vocalists, such as Steph and her daughter. I mean, you don't know.
Deborah Renee.
Deborah Renee, they
Yeah.
can step right up. You don't know, and
Yeah.
you don't know who's listening because around the world we've got people in Chicago, New York.
Yeah,
New York's been
Bayshore, New York, tuned in with us.
Yeah, they've been.
And you know,
logging
we
heavy.
got a new one today, Clinton Township, Michigan, Rock Island, Illinois.
Yeah, so everybody's logging in, so everybody's hearing what we've got to say, and so you never know when you're going to run into the right person at the right time. Like maybe run into Henry Archuleta. You never. Oh,
I know.
that's called self-praise.
I
I
ran
gotta
into him at the flea market.
Ándale,
So
pues.
Self-praise.
I gotta do some self-praise there, so we gotta have a good time. Yeah, I've always had a good time with the music business. Been at it 40 years, so people who
rock,
don't know,
Hanky.
been doing it a long time. I've always got some sort of idea in my mind of what I want to do with this stuff, and I always try to come up with some sort of idea that enhances the Denver area musicians groups, and see how we can go with it and see how far we can get with it until I kind of call it the
And
quit.
this is one way to do it right here. Music Alive on KUHS. You know, your mind's always running, Henry. I see you up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I see you going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know?
You need to
Well-
go on the Shark Tank. Go
Yeah.
on the dolphin tank.
For real.
Yeah,
Look.
chop
The
me up.
guppy tank.
Chop me up. Oh, that's a tuna fish. Chop him up, eat him,
Tuna
throw him
fish
out. See?
He's an entrepreneur. He and his
He
brother,
is,
they have
man.
always
Absolutely.
been. I have
Having
a
a good
lot of
time.
respect for
And
that.
see, he was
But-
here the other day. We
Yeah,
had a
shout
good
out to
time.
Mr. Ernie Archuleta, man. He's a
Hi,
trip.
Ernie.
Yeah, so he came in here and starts telling us about, hey, you got to turn this into Spanish language radio station because they're not doing Spanish language, and so we're going to be having some of that. We're going to increase the Spanish language.
Sí, bien.
Oh, Jess, a
Muy
big
bien.
plug. Let's go for your plug.
Plug it.
Plug it in, huh? You know, you can check
Plug it.
me out. Canciones del Domingo every Sunday, 10 to 1 o'clock. The best in New Mexico, Tejano, and Colorado music. So, you know, all you musicians out there, if you got some music you want to be heard, send it in. We'll play it, especially you Denver musicians.
Big shout out to Rudy Bustos. You know,
Big
because-
shout out to Rudy Bustos. We had him on the air last week, and he's playing at the American Legion out there in Commerce City every Sunday, 4 to 8. Check it out, man. I mean, we got a bunch of events coming up, so if you want to see what's going on, go to kuhsdenver.com on the events tab and see what's going on around the metro area. A lot of things going on, lots of
things.
events,
Oh
you
my
know.
God.
I would
All-
love to give you some CDs to play. My son has some great music
Absolutely,
to play. Yeah.
So,
Shout
you know,
out
she's
to
saying
Ricky.
that, but she didn't bring
My
nothing.
She didn't bring
I would have had
I
them
should
ripped.
have.
I should have, could have, would have, and I didn't.
Could have played some.
I was getting my nails done.
This is www.kuhsdenver.com. If you were on our streamer, when our streamer goes down, that just means there's tons of login. Trying to take a peek at Miss Stephanie
I know,
Sandoval.
right? Look at
Mhm,
it.
We keep,
Yes,
we keep
yes,
going
yes.
down.
Hi,
We got a big
everybody.
fan base. They keep logging in and knocking us off the air.
Yeah.
So
What?
Yes, that's what
This is
happens.
cool.
So we only went down, 3 times?
Only 3 times.
So I'll combine the video all together and I'll
Check
post
it
it up on Facebook. You can check it out, the live interview. And we're going to call it the quits right now for
But
Music
before
Alive.
we go, I gotta ask Stephanie something.
Oh, wait, no, we're supposed to ask her that. She's
I'm
married.
It's okay. I'm in a relationship too.
Oh.
But
I am too, but it's
I'm not a
like,
cougar.
I am.
well, my girlfriend is. So.
Uh-oh. Gabby,
I
you
know.
listening? Gabby?
You gotta get some keyboards or music equipment in here, and then you can have the musicians play.
Well,
for
that's
you.
what I'm trying to get to that right now. You know,
We do have everything.
we got
set.
everything set up, going and things.
That's
but-
what it is.
You know, before we leave, can you give us a little something?
That's something.
A little something to
Let's see
get
if
this
your
weekend
pipes are still
started.
going,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's see.
Let's see if your
I,
pipes are still
I,
going.
want to hear it.
yeah.
I want to hear it. You present your,
Spot.
you know.
On the spot. Go ahead.
Oh,
It just has to
goodness.
be maybe
Just
one
a little
bar.
bar,
Come
yeah.
on, Jesus. You
Not
need some water? You need some water?
prepared. No. Okay. How about this? Um, You're my honey bun sugar, yumpy yumpy yumpkin. You're my sweetie pie. You're my cupcake gumdrop, schnuckle schnuckle schnuckle. The apple of my eye.
Awesome.
There
that's
we
good.
go.
You got the producer laughing out there, but he's got you covered. He's got you all recorded, and he's making sure she's laughing. He's pointing out to the other
It
side.
goes out to my grandkids. They know that song.
That was
Hi,
awesome,
Ricky.
Steph.
Hi, Stefan. Love you guys.
So, with that being said, we are www.kuhsdenver.com. Make sure to stay tuned for the rest of the evening. We've got some really good sounds coming out your way. With that being said, congratulations to Mr. Jesse.
Who?
You.
Well,
Oh,
what about me?
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you.
You did
Big
a
old
fine
pat on the
show.
back.
No,
You did a
right on.
fine job.
You know,
on Music
I-
Alive, because you took Music Alive onto your half hour. Congratulations, Jesse.
Thank you
You've been
very
doing
much.
a
You know
fabulous
what?
Thank you,
job.
Jesse.
I've been
You're
missing this
so
music
cute.
alive. Thank you, Steph. See, you're making me all red, man.
You're so cute.
You know, I miss this music alive because it gives us all a chance to interact with each other. And, you know, these artists, you know, we tell them we got to leave your ego outside. And they do. You know, they come in and they're real and they give us a
Up
great
close and
interview.
personal, right?
Up close and personal, you know, and we just have a great interview. So I'm glad Music Alive is back after the holidays. We're going to have some very special interviews. You know, next week, though, coming on live, we're going to have someone very, very special for all my Michael Jackson fans out there. Denver's home to one of the best impersonators of all time Michael Jackson impersonators. Mr. Carlo O'Reilly is going to be in the studio with us, so you don't want to miss that. We're going to start promoting that right away. UHS World Communications. Find us on Facebook, KUHSDenver.com. So, Miss Stephanie Sandoval, we thank you so much for being in with
Thank you
us.
guys. I love you guys. Thanks.
If you want to see
Thanks,
the
Andy.
interview in its entirety, just check out Facebook in the next half hour. The interview will be in its entirety. We have 3 breaks in there, but I'll combine them all together so you can see it in its entirety.
Yeah, eat
And
a
watch
couple
the-
of pot cookies, have a little fun.
Well, there is a dispensary right behind us that we have right around the corner. So,
Shout out to Kim and Veronica. I love you girls. Cousin Joni's.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone you want to send a shout out to?
Yeah,
Hey,
go ahead.
Cousin Joni, Angel, I love you. My mom, I love you, Mom. My husband, love you so much. My son, my daughter, everybody. Guy. I don't know
and
anybody
that
else.
concludes our
Thanks,
show.
everyone.
www.kuhsdenver.com. Music Alive, brought to you by GWiz Computers. So, with that being said, so long.
So long.
So
Goodbye.
long. See you soon.
See ya.